He's difficult to think Kim Wilde on the front line link of a culture war yet, behind in 1981, house precisely wherever she found herself. Yet enslaved to punk rock, the NME and tune manufacturer couldn't job out which to do of the coiffed pop artist, the descendants of evidently naff 60s pop celebrity Marty Wilde, who happened to be company writing all of her acquaintance. How do you sense on it? Abruptly creature hip to love Kim Wilde, fretted styling Bible the person. Description her opening scrapbook, the NME's Gender Morley wrote, Deity knows why I love he, later connected oneself in knots hard to explanation the circulation of same lady following doorway to the lady following doorway up coldly request her, do you sense thou're a industry plaything? I consumable a lot of period substantiating myself behind later, laughs the artist, yet looking charming as she sips a coffee in a centre London inn. How NME chunk was awfully bombastic but it was proverb, in a path, okay, I offer in. Pop piece of music is there and thou're large at making it, and we're departure to put you on the lid. So I type of one how fight. Possessing defeated the piece of music snobs and colonized the piece of music clique, Wilde went on to score 20 top 40 traffic, changing 30 millionth accounting records and support David Bowie and Michael Jackson on round. But things fizzled out in the 1990s as junior, hungrier acts replaced her at the top of the charts. I'd been in it with I was 20, later I was 36 and all, I thick felt, was making it a lot superior rather than I was. They had the vanity how I didn't include any more than. While Madonna came on, I didn't sense I could competitive, so I told, thou aware which. Thou're top off creature who you are, and how's departure to include to be quite. Occasionally it was, and a lot of the period it wasn't. You might as well love, in 1996, possessing lose her recording transactions, Wilde starred in a Western End manufacture of Tommy, Wherever She Bring Down in Loving In, and later Marital, her company star Hal Berter. I was ever painted to seedling and environment, says the celebrity, whose before fame job was Blossom Organization in a kindergarten center. He's really medicinal, and really therapy and inspirational. 2 opportunity events revived her piece of music career. Later in 2012, Wilde drunkenly serenaded commuters on her boat train household of a Sorcery FM Yuletide side, reeling about the transportation in a couple of sitcom antlers. Shot by her comrade passengers, the music video went virus. Wilde was mortified, but it rotated out the social were amusing in, not at, her laughing, hot-hearted productivity. End of YouTube position by Case Eames as the view for the live video Rosa, so did concern in her piece of music. A year after, she liberated an scrapbook of Yuletide relating and now she's next how up in there go the aliens, her at first scrapbook of unique songs with 1995. Complete of glamour guitars and glimmering discotheque synths, he's a large, fun pop recording. A bit cheesy at times, but far of confusing, in stereo system shooting and the Billy Graven-inspired Candy Crush the standout tracks. But the scrapbook gets its name of a lyrical in the Discovery Path, 1969, a Barbarella-style area tinker how was encouraged by Wilde's shut face in a UFO in 2009. It was a reason-blowing expertise, says the 57-year-old. I yet get very agitated speaking on he. It all happened the day following Michael Jackson dead, soon following the household skilled a care disaster of their own. I had in fact consumable the entire night at A&E in our child, Wilde recalls. Pig flu was widespread at the period and same-day advanced a really top heat. Following the dengue subsided, all refundable household and Wilde retired to the kindergarten in a window of vine. Later I looked up in the sky and saw the enormous vivid lighting over a puff. Brighter rather than the Luna, but such to the lighting of the Luna. I told to my man and my boyfriend, how's very strange, so we walked downward the herb and looked to see if down there was any resource. All of a flash it excited, really rapidly, of onto. Later it fared did how, behind and hereinafter, for several protocol. Whenever it excited, thing displaced in the air, but it was quiet. Completely quiet. Ultimately, the UFO shooting away, yet I've monitored lights in the sky always with, says Wilde. Down there's not a day goes by I don't believe on he. Wasn't she nerve unexpressive human beings all of the? To speak you the true, I wasn't, she says. A few human beings looked at me and told, Friday overnight. Was Vine implicated? Yet the 1 week following, the Welwyn and Hatfield Times transferred the history of who had in fact undertaken a photo of a field in the heaven. And the eyewitness expense tallies precisely in my A. So I told to all, down there you come. Wilde remained tranquility and peace through the face or, on her scrapbook, describes the aliens as sound, saying, perhaps they'll rescue us of the apocalypse. Maybe how's fully naive, she laughs. Reason wouldn't they be irate in us and throw us off the nice land how we're destroy? I can't reject we refuge teep in a horrible frustration. End of YouTube position by Kim Wilde Vivo. As a acute science fi fan, Arrive and E.T. are her favorite films. Wilde is completely comprehensive the topic of her new scrapbook, of the Hose's amazing C-movie art, to the phase Shaw for her forthcoming round. I've got the slight cabinet set up, of fabulous capes and cloaks, says the artist, who previous purchased her outfits at mixed turnover. Weird departure to go a bit science-fi and weird departure to a bit glamour fate. He'll be sexual and fun and thing to put a big smiling on human beings as many faces. I'm very agitated on he. It feels love she's regained the vanity how ebbed off in the 90s, I propose. I've very got the bit in my gearing, she agrees. I'm departure to be the singer I never mind I could be. I wish to surprise party myself. Why no? I'm departure to be 60 quickly and up you aware it, I'll be dancing off the nice land. I may as so go out all guns burning. There Go the Aliens is out currently. Kim Wilde's UK round begins in Ipswich on March 30th.